Manchester United got a well-earned 1-1 draw at Sociedad. I thought it was a game we did actually deserve to win. But listen, there were positives to take from the game. I thought we actually played well in that game. And I know people think it was boring. But it's been so much better than what we've seen recently from Manchester United. And I'm very, very happy with the performance. I think we showed a lot of quality, a lot of fight, a lot of grit, a lot of determination. It was a bit boring at times. Real Sociedad didn't really offer too much. But let's get into the 5 things. So number 1, ZIRKZEE impressed again. It was a real good cameo by him. I think, not cameo, a good performance by him. A great goal. The keeper probably should save it. But again, he has to be in that right position. That's obviously something they've worked on. Garnacho drifting in from the right, putting a few crosses in, and ZIRKZEE getting the ball into the goal. I think from ZIRKZEE, what we're seeing is development. He might not be blessed with pace, but his quality on the ball is certainly one of the best in this Manchester United squad. And we have to utilise the strengths that we have. He's probably playing way more games than you would expect. But as I said, you look at the improvement game week on week, it's really, really big. And I think you can really see the performance in a Manchester United shirt. He's very, very good on the ball. He's a very technical player. Again, scoring some goals, which is a positive, drifting in from that inside 10 position. But yeah, very, very positive. I think with ZIRKZEE going forward, as I said, if we had more players in that 10, and it's criminal what Ineos have done, and the Glazers not replacing Sancho, Anthony, Rashford, we only have Garnacho at the moment, so we don't really have anyone else to bring on instead of him. So he is starting games, but I think it was a good performance. Now the second thing, we deserved to win that game. I think it was a game where I don't know how. I think they had 1 or 2 shots on target, and Arnold made a few saves, but large parts, most of the chances were coming from United. And I think we started off the game well. We scored the first goal, which I didn't predict. But listen, it's a game where it was a much improved performance and we didn't lose the game. Normally you go 1 up. I mean, the momentum was on their side and they did have chances towards the end of the game. But you look at the ones Garnacho had a few. Bruno, the one where they blocked on the line twice, and that little back heel from ZIRKZEE. So they did certainly have chances to win the game. And I think, as I said, it's all to play for at Old Trafford. I mean, it was a good away performance. I think everyone defended well. We played well as a team. There were still gaps in the defence. But, yeah, I think it was a really, really good performance. Now, the first thing, defensive, solid. The defence was solid. I think what we seen from the defence yesterday was just a compactness and a good relationship. The defence looked very, very sharp. De Ligt, Yoro, Mazraoui, very competent, very good on the ball. I liked the way Yoro was bringing the ball through. I thought De Ligt was absolutely fantastic, even stretching as well to Dorgu. Obviously, I'll talk about Delo next. He had a bit of a shaky game, but I think that team was a very, very good team defensively. I think Dorgu was fantastic on the ball, up and down the pitch. He did have a few shaky moments, but large parts was good. And you can see when you have someone, if Dorgu's in that Delo position, he puts the cross in first time and we probably score. It's these sorts of things. Dorgu is a natural left wing back and he was up and down the pitch. Obviously, he will be out of our next 2 games. So it's always good getting him some games in these sorts of minutes. But yeah, I thought defensively we showed a lot of improvement. The goal is a penalty and it is a weak penalty, but I don't remember them really having too many clear-cut chances. There, that one save that Onana made and 2 chances at the end. But as a whole, I thought we defended very, very well, which was good to see. Now that's number 3. Number 3, the third thing we learned was we must win the tournament. I mean, this is a tournament that we can win and should win. I think in the Europa League, there's not too many good teams in there, but I think the way that we have been playing recently, I don't think we can. I think obviously we play Arsenal on Sunday. You must rest all the players that you can for this game. But the Europa League is definitely a trophy we can win, and a trophy we have to win. We're out of the FA Cup. Carabao Cup's obviously the finals, I think, next week. So the Europa League is a thing that we have to win, and is just to help us get into the Champions League, but also just kind of get something positive from the season. Because Ruben Amorim has massively struggled when coming in to Manchester United. Now the fourth thing, Delo was shocking. I think Delo, he just doesn't look, he's just not a wing back. I think under Ten Hag, he was one of our better players in that full-back system. But it's totally different when you go to playing a 5 at the back. I think 5 at the back is totally different. You need a lot more energy, a lot more quality on the ball. You have to invert and be up and down the pitch. Totally different instructions. And I think Delo's just not good enough to be that. I think in the early days of United, when I think there was times where we even played him in the right wing position. I think it was like Tranmere Rovers where he played there 3-4 years ago. But he just can't. He's not a wing back. He doesn't have the quality. And just look at that cross. First time cross, just put it in. And I understand Amarim came out and said Dalot didn't think that he had the advantage. Just play the cross in anyway. You're always going back. And again, even off the ball, he was pretty woeful. On the ball as well, sloppy passes. So yeah, Dalot was very poor. Now the fifth and final thing, we must win this game at Old Trafford. I think our form against European teams hasn't been great, especially Spanish teams. Our form at home hasn't been great either, but you do expect European night at Old Trafford. Hopefully we can have players back like Ugarte, like Maguire, potentially Mount, like these sorts of players back. Collier as well returning, which is a boost. We do really have an opportunity to win this tie. I don't think Real Sociedad are a great team. I think they're probably equally as bad as us, but they are ninth in the Liga. They don't really have a clinical edge, and I think Manchester United can go in and win this game. The main concern is I have where the goal's going to come from, because we have to play with Højlund and we can't play Chidiobi. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I think, as I said, it's a tie we can win. We're at home, we probably do have the advantage. Amarim did say the pressure's going to be on us, but it's correct. And I think as a game, Manchester United have to win. Preliminary thoughts. Thanks for watching. There have been the 5 things we learned. Peace.